We all know about the climate change that's happening throughout the world. This is a small contribution towards that, but it's a very important one, and we feel that the trees that's going to be planted here, not just by us here today, but by the school children and members of the community as part of the whole process.
We've got several days planting this section of Fox Green up, and then after Christmas we've got another 6,500 trees this spring to go in on the north tip there. So yeah, so we're doing some preparation work up there. We've taken out a lot of old fence lines on the old edge roads. We've been doing that for the last 3 weeks. So yeah, we're just about ready to go. This is just the start. Yeah, it's been great for Bolsover District Council to invite us to come in on this work, on this planting this new woodland up. We've spent a lot of time in Bolsover managing woodlands for the last 20 years and getting them established, but it's great to be in at the start of something new.
It's very exciting because we are one of only 11 councils across the whole country involved in the project, and we're very grateful for the Woodland Trust for bringing us on board. This is, as you say, the first phase here on Fox Green that will be followed up by the planting up of a vast number of trees on the old Creswell colliery site, and it will be planted in such a way that it will become not just a piece of woodland but also a community facility, because there will be facilities in there for people to go in, to have picnics, to look at the woodland, to learn about woodland, to learn about wildlife, and so on and so forth. So very exciting project.
One of our big commitments at the minute is to work towards becoming a climate positive contractor. And one of the things we recognise is that things like this tree planting that we're seeing today and carbon offsetting is a small part of that. And we're wanting to do our bit to be able to support a key client such as Bolsover District Council to be able to realise their aims and objectives around a similar sort of theme around sustainability and addressing the climate change agenda. The offsetting is probably relatively small in the scheme of the things that we deliver. We've got to address our own carbon footprint and how we deliver our own projects, so things like timber frame building, for example, and sustainable ways of actually building. But to be able to get involved in community projects like this one and be able to help offset that as well through schemes that won't just benefit the climate but also the local community is a fantastic thing for us to be involved in.
Woodheads have been absolutely generous and been able to help and fund this particular project and other businesses of which we are immensely proud of to be part of. So that's working together, that's what it's all about. Community, business and community.
I was very, very impressed with the positivity that flowed out of the presentation that we did at the Parish Council a few weeks ago. Everyone's very enthusiastic here, which is great to see, and you really can't ask for more than that. It's something that getting the energy into the project very early on is crucially important to its to success. So we're looking forward to working with people even more as we move on. It's really about understanding how this place connects with other places, not just in a physical sense, but also in a social sense. What does it mean for people? Can we come up with a concept which connects the trees with the community who, all being well, will be involved in planting the trees, and also the wildlife? So how do we bring all those things together conceptually, and then what does that look like when it goes on the ground?
I've learned how the project's going to link through to other areas, and I think it's going to be fantastic to see this develop and see then how the community responds to it, and I would imagine that over the coming months and years it'll be something that they really cherish and I think grow to love and really embrace.
This is just not phase one for Creswell, this can be phase one for the whole district as well.
Absolutely. So for example, my own parish, Whitwell, which is just not a mile and a half from here, we've already put in a bid for a piece of district council land successfully, and we are working with the architect, the landscape architect, to determine how we can best use that land to improve biodiversity on the edge of our community and therefore encourage as much wildlife as possible.
And it's really important that people here feel as though they own this project because ultimately it will be theirs. You know, it's partly for carbon capture reasons. It's partly being done to enhance wildlife, but it's mostly being done for people to enjoy. And the best way to enjoy it is to get involved in it.
I believe that this will be the flagship for Bolsover district. Now, to show the way, we have 16 parishes within Bolsover district. We want to encourage them. This can happen in your area, so please come see what we're doing here and plant some trees for the climate